support throughout this project. Let me introduce ourselves. My name is Salwa Zakira and also my partner.
My name is Mahita Nadia.
My name is Salsabila Rafifa.
My name is Salwa.
In this video, we will be presenting and discussing two interesting topics. First, we will talk about several popular foods. There is brownies, sandwich, rendang, and pempek. After that, we will continue with a discussion about current economic issues, including inflation, unemployment, layoffs, and the rising cost of living in Indonesia. Before we begin, let's begin with our introduction.
1, 2, 3, go!
If you're ready for presentation, clap your hands. If you're ready for discussion, clap your hands. If you understand the topic and you are confident to speak, if you're ready for presentation, clap your hands. If your audience are amazing, everybody say yes, yes, yes. If your argument are strong, everybody say go, go, go. If your own husband clean and believe in ourselves, if you're ready for proof from everybody say yes, 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 go, go. Thank you everyone. Now let's move on to our first topic. To start us off, I'd like to invite Mega to tell us more about brownies.
Thank you, Salwa. I'm very happy to be part of this presentation today. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Mahita Nadia Putri. For this session, I will be talking about brownies, one of the most popular desserts enjoyed by people of all ages. Besides being delicious, brownies also have an interesting history and many unique variations. So, let's learn more about brownies together. Brownies are a popular chocolate dessert with a soft, dense, and sweet texture. They are usually served in small square pieces and are often enjoyed as a snack or dessert. Brownies originated in the United States during the late 19th century and later became popular around the world. The main ingredients used to make brownies are flour, sugar, eggs, butter, and chocolate or cocoa powder. These simple ingredients create a rich chocolate flavor that many people love. Some brownies also include toppings such as nuts or chocolate chips to make them even more delicious. The process of making brownies is quite simple. First, the ingredients are mixed together to form a smooth batter. Then the batter is poured into a baking pan and baked for about 25 to 30 minutes. After that, the brownies are cooled and cut into small pieces before serving. Brownies are also affordable to make because the ingredients are easy to find. The production cost is usually around 30,000 to 50,000 rupiah, while the selling price can range from 5,000 to 10,000 rupiah per piece, depending on the size and quality. In addition, brownies can provide energy because they contain carbohydrate and sugar. Chocolate might also help improve mood and make people feel happier. Brownies are best enjoyed as a snack in the afternoon or evening, especially when served with tea or coffee. An interesting fact about brownies is that they were first created at the request of Berta Palmer, who wanted a small dessert that was easy to carry and eat. Because of their unique texture and rich flavor. Brownies quickly became popular and remain one of the world's favorite desserts today. That's why my presentation about brownies. I hope you enjoyed learning more about delicious desserts. Now, let's continue our journey through another popular food. I'd like to invite Salsabila to present her topic about sandwich.
It's great to be here with all of you today. Thank you, Maika, for the interesting presentation. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Salsabila Rafifah. In this part, I will be discussing sandwich, a simple food that has become popular around the world, even though it looks simple. Sandwich has a fascinating history and can be prepared in many different ways. Let's take a closer look at this well-known food. So, sandwich comes from England. The name was taken from John Montagu, the fourth Earl of Sandwich. According to history, he asked his servant to put meat between two slices of bread, so he called it while playing cards. This idea later became popular around the world. The main ingredients of a sandwich are bread, meat, cheese, vegetables, and sauce. People can choose different ingredients based on their preference. Making a sandwich is very easy. First, prepare two slices of bread, then add the fillings and some sauce. Finally, close the sandwich, cut it, and it is ready to serve. The cost to make a sandwich is around to 15,000 to 20,000 rupiah. The selling price is usually around to 20,000 to 50,000 rupiah. Besides being delicious, sandwich provide energy because they contain carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, and fibers. They are suitable for breakfast or lunch because they are practical and filling. That brings us to the end of my presentation about sandwich. I hope the information was useful and gave you a better understanding of this popular food. Next, let's move on to one of Indonesia's most famous traditional dishes. Please welcome Salwa with her presentation about rendang.
Thank you, Salsa, for sharing your presentation. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Salwa Zafirah. Today, I will be presenting rendang, a traditional Indonesian dish that is well known not only in Indonesia but also internationally. Rendang is famous for its rich flavor and strong cultural value. Now, let's explore more about this amazing food. Rendang is a traditional Indonesian dish made from beef, coconut milk, and various spices. It comes from West Sumatra and is originally a traditional food of the Minangkabau people. The main ingredients are beef and coconut milk. The spice base usually contains shallots, garlic, chili peppers, ginger, galangal, and turmeric. Other ingredients such as lemongrass, kaffir lime leaf, bay leaf, salt, palm sugar are added to create its rich taste. To make rendang, the spices are blended and cooked until fragrant. Then the beef and coconut milk are added and simmer slowly. After 1
2 hours, the sauce becomes thick and cooks the meat. The cost of making rendang is around 25,000 to 60,000 rupiah per serving. Meanwhile, the selling price range from 15,000 to 100,000 rupiah depending on the restaurant and portion size. Rendang is high in protein, iron, and vitamin B12. The spices also help support an immune system. However, because it contains a lot of fat, it should be eaten in moderation. Rendang is best enjoyed with warm rice during lunch, dinner, or special occasion. It has been made for hundreds of years and was originally used to preserve meat during long journeys. That concludes my presentation about rendang. I hope you found it information and learned something new about Indonesian cuisine. For our final food presentation, I'd like to invite Reval to tell us more about pempek.
What a wonderful discussion about food we've had so far. Thank you so much for presentation. Hello everyone, my name is Revalder Mediva, and for the last food topic, I will be talking about pempek. Pempek is one of the most famous traditional foods from Palembang. Its unique taste and long history have made it popular throughout Indonesia. Without further ado, let's go get started. Pempek is a traditional dish from Palembang, South Sumatra. It's made mainly from fish and tapioca flour, giving it a soft, chewy texture. Pempek is usually served with a sweet, sour, and spicy black vinegar sauce salad cuko. Because of its unique taste, pempek has become one of Indonesia's most popular traditional foods. The main ingredients of people are fish, usually mackerel, tapioca flour, water, garlic, salt, and eggs. To make the cuko sauce, we add vinegar, palm sugar, garlic, and chili. These simple ingredients create the unique flavor that makes pempek so delicious. Making pempek is quite easy. First, mix the ground first with garlic, salt, and water. Then add tapioca flour and stir until the dough becomes smooth. After that, shape the dough into different forms such as lenjer or kapal selam. Boil the pempek until cooked, then fry it until golden and crispy. Finally, serve with cuko sauce. The cost of making homemade pempek is around 50,000 to 17,000 rupiah for about 1 kilogram. Meanwhile, the selling price depends on type and size. Small piece usually costs around packing around 2,000 to 5,000 rupiah each. While package pempek can be sold for 50,000 to more than 100,000 rupiah. Besides being delicious, pempek is also nutritious since it's made from fish. It is rich in protein, which help build muscle, repair body tissues, and support the immune system. Pempek can be enjoyed any time, whether for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or as a snack. It tastes even better when served warm. Finally, pempek has a long history. It is believed to have existed since the Sriwijaya Kingdom. The name pempek is thought to come from the word apek, which was used to call Chinese sailors who sold this traditional fish check in Palembang. In conclusion, pempek not only a delicious traditional food but also an important part of Indonesia culture and culinary heritage. That is all my That is all for my presentation about pempek. I hope you enjoy learning about its story, ingredients, and unique characteristic. I will now return the session to Salwa as we continue to the next part of our video.
Thank you everyone. That wraps up our first topic about popular foods. We hope you have enjoyed learning about brownies, sandwich, rendang, and pempek. Now let's move on to the second part of our video where we'll be discussing about several current economic issues including inflation, unemployment, layoffs, and the rising cost of living in Indonesia. To begin this discussion session, I'd like to invite Maika and Salsa to discuss about inflation and unemployment.
Hi Maika,
Hi Salsa,
how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm good too, thanks. So Maika, I heard that your topic today is inflation. Can you tell us a little about it?
Sure. Today, I'd like to talk about inflation and how it affects people's daily lives.
That sounds interesting. First of all, what is inflation?
Inflation is a condition when the price of goods and services increase over time. Because of that, people need to spend more money to buy the things they need every day.
I see. So what usually causes inflation?
There are several causes of inflation. Rising fuel price can increase transportation and distribution costs. Inflation can also happen when the demand for goods is higher than the available supply. Besides that, global economic problems can affect the price of goods and services.
I understand. Then how does inflation affect people's daily life?
Inflation can cause several problems. It increases the cost of living, reduces people's purchasing power, and makes it more difficult for families to save money.
That can definitely be a problem for many people. So what can be done to reduce inflation?
There are several solutions. The government can help control the price of essential goods. Increasing local production can help stabilize price. In addition, people should manage their finance wisely and avoid unnecessary spending.
That's a great explanation. So what can we conclude about inflation?
We can conclude that inflation is an important economic issue because it affects people's daily life and financial conditions. That's why both the government and society need to work together to reduce its impact.
Thank you, Maika. Your explanation was very clear and easy to understand.
You're welcome, Salsa. Thank you for question. Now we have talked about inflation and its impact on daily life. I'd like to learn more about your topic. Can you explain what unemployment is?
Of course, unemployment is a condition when people do not have jobs, even though they are able and willing to work. It can reduce people's income and affects economic growth in a country.
I see. What are some of the main causes of unemployment?
There are several causes. First, there might not be enough job opportunities available. Second, some people may not have the skills or education needed by companies. Third, unemployment can also happen because of layoffs.
That makes sense. So, what problem can unemployment cause?
Unemployment can increase poverty because people without jobs may have difficulty meeting their daily needs. It can also reduce purchasing power because unemployed people have less income. In some cases, economic difficulties may lead to higher crime rates.
I understand. Then, what can be done to reduce unemployment?
There are several solutions. The government and companies can create more job opportunities. People can improve their skills through training programs. Companies should also try to reduce layoffs.
Those sound like good solutions. So, what can we conclude about unemployment?
We can conclude that unemployment is an important issue because it affects both individuals and the economy. Therefore, the government, companies, and society need to work together to reduce unemployment.
Okay, thank you, Salsa. Your explanation was very informative.
You're welcome, Maika. Now let's continue with the next discussion. I would like to invite Salwa and Rivaldi to continue with their topic.
Thank you, Salsa and Maika. To begin our discussion, I would like to ask Salwa a few questions about layoff. Hi, Salwa. I'm fine today. So Salwa, I want to know the information. Can you tell us more about it?
Sure, today I'd like to tell you about layoffs and their impact on our health and social.
First of all, what are layoffs?
Layoffs happen when companies or employees and workers because of business problems or financial problem.
What usually causes layoff?
The concerns, technological change, and financial difficulties are some of the main causes.
How do layoff affect people?
Layoffs can cause unemployment and financial problems and lowering purchasing power.
So what can be done? To reduce their impact?
Workers can improve their skills, government can provide training, and business can create more jobs.
What can be done to control about layoff?
We can start layoff are an important issue, so companies, workers, and the government need to work together to reduce their impacts.
Thank you so much. Explanation was very clear.
You are welcome to your question. Now we can talk about layoffs. I'd like to learn more about the topic. Can you explain what the rising cost of living in Indonesia?
Of course, the rising of living means that people need to spend because prices keep increasing.
What are the main causes?
Inflation, high food prices, and global economic conditions are some of the main causes.
Okay, and what problems can to clear?
If we access purchasing power, makes saving difficult and increase financial pressure on families.
So, what can be done to solve this problem?
The government can control essential prices, increase of production, and people should manage their financial wisely.
Moon, what can we conclude about the legacy of Napoleon?
You can conclude that I affect people's welfare, so the government and society need to work together to the best in fact.
Thank you, Rafael. Your explanation was very informative.
You're welcome, Saul.
That brings us to the end